lost the audio, guys. So here's the gameplay. I'm just gonna try and do a voiceover. It's a little difficult, but I was talking about how I couldn't necessarily grab those yet, so that wasn't the best part. It wasn't fun, you know. And then I was just kind of going through all the crafting and everything like that. Yeah. And here's where we placed the motor and pestle, and that was a big part. That was a big part of everything, because it allowed us to get like narcotics and narco berries and stuff like that, so that we can knock out any dinosaurs that we need. And here's where I realized I had the fire on for way longer than I needed to, and it is costing me a lot. A lot, like a lot. But here's where I'm out and I'm looking around. I at first was thinking about going out and grabbing some meat so I can turn it into narcotics. But instead, I'm gonna end up getting sidetracked here. But I was trying to make a bunch of stone arrows and such, and I was getting ready to take down a bunch of animals from range, because I needed that. Every time I get up close, I end up getting hit and I die. So here's where I also got sidetracked by that big old thing, that big fucker. I was looking all the way in the distance for some food and stuff like that, something I could just hunt, and then I also needed thatch, so I decided to grab up some thatch. And I remembered I had another pickaxe and I could just set that up. And then here's where I just kind of continued to set some thatch. I mean, nothing really much more. And then I was looking at a parasaur, and I end up realizing it's such a low level. So I just walked by it, and then I end up hitting it a few times. More than a few times, actually. I continuously hit it until I couldn't. Yep, and then I just kind of followed around for a couple seconds. Then I end up getting sidetracked even more because I hear a monkey and the a little chimpanzee out in the bushes, and so I end up hitting it, thinking I have to knock it out to feed it. And that was probably the biggest mistake I could have done, because you'll see it in a little bit what ends up happening. I run around like an idiot for a little bit longer, trying to knock out this big old chimpanzee, and then I realize I need to start taming it with food, passively, not hitting it. And it takes me even longer. I think about shooting it and killing it at the time, and I'm so thankful I didn't, like, after recording, because in the later bit of this episode you'll see it becomes a big part, and it helps so much, so much. And here's where I'm just kind of crouch walking. I didn't know if I was supposed to just crouch or not. And I realize crouching helps. It helps a lot. And then I learned that I have to put food in my last item slot to feed him. And he starts running away. As soon as I'm trying to feed him. It takes a long time for me to feed him. It was a very repetitive process. It was really annoying. Really annoying. But I'll get to the part where we instantly, I'm feeding him and stuff like that. You get to see how my character looks during it, and it looks fantastic. I just want to put it out there right now. I look fantastic when I'm doing it. I end up just picking up some more fiber and some berries for everything. And we go and we get this monkey. We feed it, and it eats the berries. I end up finding there's a different type of berry that's better. The purple ones. The purple berries, I find out they are way better than the other ones. So now I'm thinking about, I probably could have fed him narco berries and had him pass out and just kept feeding him. probably would have been a lot easier, but I'll cut ahead to the point where it got a lot more entertaining. But you can see how cute the little guy was. He was adorable. But yeah, well, I'll cut ahead to where like the next big thing. The next big thing was just kind of what my character was looking like. How dumb I looked when I was doing this. And I'll get to that right now. So right around here is where you can see how my character looks when he was crouching. He looks fantastic. He looks absolutely amazing. Absolute caveman. And then I find a fish. I probably should have killed the fish and ate it, but I didn't. But I'm gonna cut ahead to the next big part. And here's right about where we tamed him. I was super happy about it. And we came up with a name and everything like that. I wanted to quickly feed him so that I could be not remembered. And then we got him. And while we were thinking of a name, I mistyped a couple times, and then I called him Chimpus. So his name is Chimpus. We have a new Chimpus. And he's fabulous. He's amazing. We have so much human feces in our inventory, by the way. So next time we're in the video, we're gonna either start up a farm, or we're gonna do something with the human feces or feces in general, because we desperately need to. We have way too much of it. Way too much of it. And then we dropped the pickaxe, and then we picked up Chimpus, and he becomes a very big part in the future episode. But look at him. He's absolutely beautiful. Look at these two. They look insane. They look absolutely insane together. They look like they're not too far like off related wise. I mean, our character looks like a gorilla, a glorified gorilla, except he has small legs. He's like the mix between a human and a gorilla, and it's amazing. It's so good. But you know, I was trying to just pin him down for a little bit, but he ends up just staying on me the entire time. And then we end up crafting some more stuff, and we're talking about possibly doing the wooden spike walls and such, but nothing else really comes out of it. We don't really research much more, I don't think. Not to my remembrance, at least. We didn't do it. Oh, well, no, we got the wooden spike wall, so I guess the next episode and the crop plot. The next episode we'll probably be doing stuff with that. But right now we don't really have to worry about it, because you know, it's just not needed. But you'll see later in the episode, I go on a big chase, a huge chase. So I talk about going out and go hunting again, and I think it's gonna go amazing. I craft the saddle that I needed. I realized it's really heavy. It's insanely heavy, by the way. I had no clue it was going to get heavy, but I guess it would kind of make sense. I can't just walk around with a saddle in my back pocket. So I decided to be smart. Instead of just dropping it, what I ended up doing is I put it up in all of the inventory, like the motor and steel. Like you'll see, like right there, motor and paste. I end up pitting all of my heavy items right up in there. And it helps out a lot, because it keeps it there without it like disappearing. And you know, it's a place for me to hold until I get a chest. Once I get a chest, I'll feel way more comfortable putting stuff in that instead of this. So I can kind of separate it to where I can have like a line of process going on. Like this will be most of the berries and stuff. But I talk about how I'm gonna keep all of my berries and narcos and all of that, because I was going to go on a parasaur hunt. I was going to attempt to get a parasaur, and it was a ride. You'll see in the upcoming. It gets insane. And then I talk about how I can't get the narco arrows yet, so it made me really upset. And I realized I can't do anything with narco yet, besides just hope it works out. So it was kind of useless the entire time. But I go out and I go on a big parasaur hunt. Just trying to that one we did not catch. I'll cut ahead to the one that we were about getting. Well, here's really the next big one. This thing tries to take our berries. I think he actually got away with it. But you can see yeah, he did. You can see our monkey was flinging poop at it the entire time. Was just flinging poop at it. And it actually does damage, I guess. So having the monkey on our back was amazing for us. It really helped us out. So it's good that we did that like that. Because if we didn't, it could have been bad. And then we had that poop right on us too. And then here's the real dinosaur that we ended up getting. It was a level 1 male parasaur. He seemed a lot quicker, but you know, once we got the saddle, he got missed. And then again, he had to carry us. But here's again where one of these things, you know, he killed it really quick. And I would feel bad, but they're little shitheads. They steal your stuff and they keep it. And if they're fast enough, they'll get away. And it's so annoying. But I'll cut ahead to the part where you know, we really tamed the dinosaur, because it was just a chase for the longest time. It was just a very, very long chase with this little guy. But you'll see. You'll see. Right about here is where we and I hit him a little bit more than I should have, just to make sure he was going down. And then first things first, I put all the narco stuff in. I want him to stay down because it was a pain. I mean, it was really a pain trying to bring him down. He did not want to go to sleep, not at all. So we had him sleeping, and then I kind of show what our character looks like. I mean, look at him. Look, we have a glorified baseball bat, basically, and we took down this big parasaur with a monkey on our back. Look at him. Look at him. He's so chill. He's flat-faced, just like us. I mean, we look awesome. I mean, you can't really even see our eyes. We're just all just bushy beard and, you know, eyebrows. We're like one of the cartoon characters. I don't even know. But here's about where we just kind of kept feeding him and we just waited around. I mean, it was all really tame at the time. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't gonna die or anything like that. It was like a big thing. I was all excited. I was happy. I was just gonna keep him safe from everything. Because I mean, he was at a very weak state. Obviously, he's knocked out. He doesn't know what's happening. He doesn't know where he is. I mean, he took like at least 7 concussions to the head. I mean, he probably has permanent brain damage from my character beating him upon the head with a glorified baseball bat. At least the monkey didn't fling shit at it and kill it. So we have a parasaur, and we end up naming him Perry the Parasaur. And he's a big help. We are really thankful for Perry the Parasaur. So we take back all of the stuff from him. And I'm trying to get him to come, but I realize that there's a command. There's actually commands that you can get. You have to hold for more options. And it's in behavior, and it's the following order. So I try to make sure he's following. At first I don't think he's following me, but I get sidetracked for a second, and because I thought that was a carnosaur. I got really scared. I was in immense fear. And then next thing I know, Perry is right behind me. But that ended up not being our biggest issue. Our biggest issue would come up right about now. I didn't know what that was. I thought it was a Dilophosaur. Next thing I know, I hit a arrow and I realized it was a raptor. And it hurt us bad. I was flinging poop at it. Perry was doing the real damage. Perry shit on its grave. Perry is a badass. We don't fuck with Perry. Like at all. Perry's a dog. So now we got all that elemental dust and oil and all the electronic stuff that we don't really need yet. but you know, it's just cool to have. Then we go ahead and we go run out a little bit further, and I gotta upgrade, so I'm trying to upgrade myself. And what do I know next? What do I know next? I upgrade, looking through everything, and I hear something out there. Harry has to fire it off. I'm trying to fire it off. I almost died. The monkey saved my life. Absolutely saved my life. And so we stab it with the spear, and we just attempt to go out. We just leave. We run away as fast as we can, because we were gonna die. I wanted to get out of the jungle, back onto the beach as soon as I could, because in the beach it seems like they aren't really there as well. But look at this badass trio. It's such a cool trio. We got the monkey, we got B, and then we got we got Gorlock, and then we got Perry. And Perry had an upgrade, and because he just beat a bunch of animals to death. I mean, he's pretty cool. He is pretty cool. For him not being an aggressive dinosaur, he was screwing them up pretty hard. And then, you know, we're talking about how, you know, Perry's awesome, and then we get a saddle. And another dinosaur obviously came up and saw us, but it doesn't really matter. We get a saddle up on Perry, and we end up saddling up and riding up on top of him, and we kind of take him out for like a test drive. You'll see the speed. It was worth it. It was worth it, but it was definitely a lot harder. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't worth it, but it was. I mean, look, he's quick. I'll give him that. He's quick. He's quicker than we are. Odds are, honestly, he probably is quicker than us. And then I found out he has a ping, which is absolutely so cool. So I mean, I guess it is worth it, but you know, it was a lot of confusion. And yeah, he can hit really hard. But obviously he was getting used to it. And I can actually put weight onto him, kind of like a mule. So it was really helpful for us. And this whole video was really about just taming 2 big dinosaurs that I really needed. And then we find out we can have him, you know, mate with people, even as him just being mine. I don't know if he's gonna be able to mate right now, but you know, we'll find out eventually. Maybe he'll be able to mate, maybe he won't. Well, he will eventually, because I'll get another one. I found out I can also neuter him, which I didn't do. I got scared because I didn't want to do it. So regardless, we'll eventually get another parasaur, and we'll have him, you know, reproduce and have kids, so that we can have kind of like a parasaur farm, where we're gonna raise a bunch of them, and we're just gonna go out, boom, you know, fly out. Especially if one of them die. So that's how we can fix that all. But yeah, that was really it for the video. I mean, it was really fun. It was a good episode. So with that, I'm sorry I you know, had my mic off and lost the recording. Like not lost the recording, but lost the audio. At least I'm trying to do it with the voiceover. At least I'm trying to make it up, so please don't be too harsh. But yeah, this was a very action-packed episode. It was a lot of fun, and I think we're gonna continue, and we're gonna see what else we can do. But we already got 2 dinosaurs, which is absolutely so cool, and we killed a couple raptors, because we're just badass. So with that, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.